This one's wife. His dependency is taking its toll. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. GB News with an article by Svar Nanan Sen. Headlines with Prince Harry's dependency on this one's wife taking its toll. Prince Harry's dependency on this one's wife for a social life in Monty shit show will be taking its toll on the Duke of Sussex, a royal commentator has claimed. The Duke of Sussex moved to California with his wife shortly after they stepped down as working members of the royal family. Harry is currently involved in a feud with senior members of the monarchy after issuing multiple public attacks on the firm through TV interviews and his autobiography. Royal commentator Phil Dampier told Fabulous magazine that the Duke of Sussex is now dependent on this one's wife for a social life in the United States. Dampier said, "Not only has he lost his family, his royal status, and military connections, but he'd also lost a lot of friends. I get the impression he hasn't got a circle of drinking buddies he can unwind with in Monty Shit Show, which has a population of older people, and I'm sure that takes its toll." He added, "Harry is dependent on this one's wife for his social life." This is entirely correct, and the position that he's found himself in is entirely commensurate with the way that a narcissist would behave. This one's wife essentially needed to invade Harry. When they met, she needed to take him over and control him because her narcissism recognised that he would make excellent intimate partner primary source material. The narcissism has an instinctive way of recognising that an individual is easy to control, and there are certain steps and tests that are undertaken by a narcissist in the early stages of seduction to essentially probe you as to how susceptible you are. Furthermore, the narcissism recognised that he was an individual that was rather emotional and that would respond and react to the way that she behaved, thus providing her with lots of fuel. That he would be dedicated to her, that he would fall in love with her quickly, that he would want to make her happy. All of those things meaning that he would react and respond in a manner whereby not only would he be under control, but he would provide her with oodles of fuel. Given his status as a prince, there was also ample opportunity, and far greater than any other opportunity that she'd had previously, to access character traits and residual benefits on a significant scale. Thus her narcissism recognised that he was a fantastic target and caused her then to move with undue haste, as noticed by Prince William, to bring him under that control. It is the modus operandi of the narcissist when seducing somebody, particularly in a romantic setting, to not only monopolise that individual so that they think, wow, this person's really into me, this person loves spending time with me, they are totally into me, they worship me, they treat me like a king or queen, but also to ensure that that individual is pulled away from their existing life. Those of you who have been involved with narcissists will recognise instances where you didn't see your friends as much, you didn't see your family as much, you perhaps stopped engaging in certain hobbies to the same extent that you once did, preferring instead to spend your time with the narcissist. This is what the narcissist wants. This is what the narcissist requires. Because all of those other things will take you away from the narcissist. You spending time with your friends means you're not spending time with the narcissist, which slows down the total control approach and means that fuel is going elsewhere. If you're off playing badminton or engaging in your Dungeons and Dragons club, you're not involving yourself with the narcissist, and therefore, in those circumstances, you are slowing down the narcissist's attempt to get total control of you, and again, they're not getting the fuel. Furthermore, it may be the case that certain individuals, just in the way that Prince William did, may think this relationship is moving too quickly. Or there's not something quite right here. There's a couple of things that just give me a bad feeling. And therefore they may be likely to mention that to that individual who is being recruited as the intimate partner primary source. This, of course, is a threat to control for the narcissist and must be nullified. The narcissist identifies those people who are such threats and often smears. So they say to the intimate partner primary source, or perhaps they're still the candidate intimate partner secondary source, your friend came on to me. Yes, he was making eyes at me. He was suggesting that he and I get together. Of course, it's a lie. It's a revision of history, but the unaware narcissist believes that it is true. And in so behaving in that way, what they end up then doing is smearing that person to the intimate partner primary source or candidate intimate partner secondary source so that they distance themselves. And this is what has very clearly happened with Prince Harry. But she's managed to do it in several ways. Firstly, she removed him from his home country, took him to Canada and then to the United States. She did this as a combination of push and pull. The push being, why do we want to stay around a family that don't like us? The pull, look at the brave new world of California and everything that it'll provide to us. The money, the fame, the celebrity, the walking on the beach in the sunshine. It's going to be fantastic. We'll have a wonderful life out there, away from your rainy country with its miserable people. Thus, she sold to him an image of what it would be like. Furthermore, she had pulled him away from his friends. That he had a choice between hanging out with his friends or spending time with her. And of course, he commented when he was told that she came across as a bit nuts. His response was, yeah, but she's so hot. His head was so easily turned by the spicy poontang. All of this is done to nullify potential threats to control that come from friends, that come from family, and also to then create that dependency. By removing your support networks, the only friend that you end up with is the narcissist. The only person that you spend time with is the narcissist. The only person that you can really talk to is the narcissist. Yes, you may have intermittent involvement with other people, but it's much reduced. And the narcissist successfully engages in this behaviour, and as this narcissist, this one's wife, has done so with Harry, to ensure that she creates this dependency. And it leads to actually a miserable existence. At first he doesn't care. In the golden period it doesn't matter that he doesn't see his friends because he's found his soulmate. In the beginning it doesn't matter that he's been ostracised from his own family and hasn't met most of her family. Because, hey, we're so happy together. She makes me laugh. We have such good times together. She's so supportive. She understands me. But then, in the post, comes that sustained devaluation. And Harry received it just like anybody else who is the intimate partner primary source of a victim, of a narcissist rather. Thus, he ends up being isolated, he becomes dependent upon her, and then, when he enters a sustained devaluation, and she gives him silent treatments, both present and absent, where she disappears off and does other things, he's left thinking, what do I do with myself? I haven't got any friends. I've got nobody to talk to about the way that I'm being treated. I've got nobody to hang out with. All his eggs have been placed in the basket of the narcissist, and as always, the narcissist will act with complete self-interest by doing what she requires completely at his expense. And the dependency that she has created in Harry to rely upon her is now taking its toll when he's in the sustained devaluation. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.